Hooper, it's Deanne Love here, and you are tuning in to a session, a playlist of tutorials on my YouTube channel that is called Grow with the Flow, or Grow with Your Flow, because we are igniting our body's movement in co-creation with our hoops movement. How cool is that? Bringing the dance into the hoop into the dance. Now, if you're a total beginner, I should say, you can still join me because I'm going to break these down. And if you want other extra like foundation moves, you really want to get into the solid stuff of the tricks, then go over to learn.hooplovers.tv. I'll leave some links down below. And one more thing before we start, if you are loving this kind of long form flow session stuff, then join me for my monthly hoop dance flow classes online. I'm going to put links down below so that we can get started. All right, so first I do a breakdown of the tricks, and you can follow along with me. I am using a 90 centimeter Poly Pro that I got from Super Hooper. It's totally up to you what you use. And this one, again, does not use a lot of on-body stuff. So it could be on-body, off-body, hoop, whatever works best for you. Okay, so I am right side dominant most of the time, but as hoopers, we know that we become ambidextrous, balanced on both right and left. But for most of this, I'm using my right hand. So my hand is on the outside, and I'm going to swing the hoop down my side and back up to the back. This move reminds me of my all-time amazing friend, Hayley Hoopla. Do you have hoop moves that remind you of friends? This is a Hayley Hoopla move. And she does it with such cute style. And we're gonna do that too, your very own style. So what happens is hand on the outside and we swing so the hoop is then up behind us and thumb is up, elbow is bent. So give that a few little goes, and you don't have to put the dance in straight away if you don't want to. You can just work on the mechanics of this move. So swing back to the back. Cool? Swing up. Does that feel okay? Loosening through the shoulder and the elbow. Now when we come here, what we're going to do is just really go with the momentum of the hoop and continue to take it all the way around the body and out to the side, unraveling, unraveling, unraveling. Now you can probably imagine that you can bring some awesome, sweet undulation into that with your body, but let's just try that in one sweep. So hand is on the top, hoop is down, we swing to the back, we keep the momentum of the hoop, so it feels to me like it wants to come all the way around the front. And right here you could do an unfold, like you can do a really cool sharp twist, watch your knee. But we are going to extend it all the way out to the side. Cool? How does that feel? Pretty good. My hand is still on the top, and what I'm going to do now is a knee break. I think that's what we call it. I put this in one of my other flow sessions. I'm sure I have learned this from amazing, amazing hoopers around the planet. What happens is I bring my wrist towards my left hip, and I bring my knee up, and I'm going to let go for a moment and let it bounce. So balance, weight on my right leg because I'm in my right hand, opposite knee, let go, and let it pop off. So I swing in, and notice that this arm is up and out of the way. You could tuck it behind you if you like. I tend to take it up so that the hoop just has lots of space. I also sometimes move in the direction where the hoop came from. So my left goes over to my right. You could also do like a full turn and take it with you if the ground allows that, if you've got socks on or you're on a nice smooth surface. So trying that one a little bit. And then what's going to happen is your hoop is out to the side again. We're going to do that same, bringing it around to the back. So from the knee pop out to the side, and then hinge the hoop back and around. Now, as it comes to the front, you're going to find some contact points here. Probably going to touch your arm if your arm is down. And what I want you to do is bring that other arm up to the top. Okay, so we're creating these shapes, lines and circles with our body. So we did the knee, go with the flow, go with the flow, grow your flow. And now what we want to have is our dominant hand down at 6 o'clock and our other hand kind of up at 12. Now this is just a shape creation. You're being a shape shifter right now, because what we're going to do is move into our ghosting isolations. So really the whole idea of bringing this second arm up is just to create a shape, make it look cool. Because you could just go, it's okay, not wrong, beautiful, technical, amazing, challenging for many of us. But if we bring other parts of the body in, we can create symmetry, we can create shape, and then we can bring in more of a flow with our dance. So see how that feels for you? Cool. All right, so now the next part is to transition so that our hands are on the inside. So what I'm going to do, my right hand is down, I'm going to lead pinky, so I kind of come to this 3 and 9 position, and I'm going to keep leading around with my right hand. So watch my right hand here, and I'll show you from the other perspective soon, but my right hand is pretty much doing all the work right now. So I went from side by side. My right hand is kind of driving, but I've got some tension. I'm not pulling it too hard, but there's tension so the hoop's not going to drop away. What I really want to start to do now though is bring my hands together as if they're magnets. So my pinkies go together, then my bottom hand is going to ghost over the top. My right hand is doing all the work here. Check this lefty out. They are symmetrical at 12 and 6, and then they are so in love that they have to meet again, pinkies together. Now at this point, my ghosting hand, my lefty, is kind of going to do a little bit of a hold, as it gives just some freedom to my right hand to do that rollover. And then they meet at 12 and 6 again, or sorry, they're opposites, and they're so far away from each other, but they're coming back together, pinkies together. But here, what's going to happen is there's like a resistance. Like, no, actually, we shouldn't be together, so they're going to go back the other way. Okay? So what that looks like is the hoop comes around 6 and 12, 3 and 9. Then we bring 6 and 12, but they come over, pinkies together, right hand's doing the work, or left hand, 6 and 12, pinkies together, left hand does a little hold as the right hand repositions, and then they come together, but they separate. Now to separate, usually what I do is I'm going to ghost or slide my left hand down to 6 o'clock, but there's a little bit of tension as my right hand goes up, and I'm kind of creating this like a line from my right hand at the top to my left hand at the bottom. But ultimately what I want to do is wrap my hands so that I have full inside grip so that I can go into these smear or orbit moves. How about I break that down for you the other way? So again, remember I'm using my right hand, but if you're using your left, then you are going to mirror me. So I bring the hoop around the back, and as I do that, when it contacts my left hand, it is signaling for me to join the party. This symmetrical left hand up, right hand is at base, and then I'm going to bring both hands on the inside just to help position myself. Thumbs are down, and then I'm going to roll my right hand so that the palm is facing the earth, and then I'm going to go into my ghosting isolation. Pinkies together, left hand goes over. 6 and 12, pinkies together, left hand goes over and does a little bit of work to help my right. And then they come together, but no, they go apart. I hope this angle is helping you. Then both hands roll onto the inside, and we're ready for either direction, smear or orbit moves. And away you go. Okay, I actually just want to flow that together for you, with you, and then we'll bring in the body movement. Okay, so we do the little Haley hoopla, swing all the way around. The trajectory of the hoop can come out, and notice even when you're doing that, it ignites this kind of desire to move into it. And you don't need to know what it is. You don't even have to break down your body's movements. In that moment, allow yourself to be propelled by the hoop as an extension of your body. It's okay. Anything that you choose to do with your body is a miracle in motion, so just go with it. Feel the energy of your dance. Then, hip, bring it out. Go with the momentum all the way back around. Touch the arm to come into 6 and 12, 3 and 9. Then, I like to go just, you can play around with this, 6 and 12 then. Ghosting with the left, right hand doing the work. Pinkies come together. And then they're together, they're apart, 6 and 12, and a little bit of a rotation there to go into your orbit moves. Now, if you were following along, then you might feel like you already can have some kind of intuitive sense of what your body would like to do. But I also want to offer you up just some tips, some ideas if it feels right for you. Okay, so the swing down and to the back, I am going to again take inspiration from Haley Hoopla. This hip, the right hip, is going to be so attracted to your hoop that it's going to go with it if you're feeling warmed up. No popping the hip out. So that means that there's lightness in the feet, there's a softness in the knees, and the hips you allow. There's a sense of contraction in the belly, but also just a loose allowing, so there's not too much tension, so that you can pop your hip out and up. So notice also that the chest might go down and up, so you can try that. And of course, you can swivel from one side to the other, whatever works for you. Just luxuriate in the magic that this one move can bring so much of your awesome, unique coolness out of you. Then come all the way around. So what does that mean for you? Does that mean you kind of want to get down low? Does that mean that this other hand is creating some kind of touch on your leg? Are you just following the hoop with your eyesight, which is also a dance? Get that dristy rocking girl, boy, hooper. Then when you are here, so when you come all the way around, you have this, it's kind of in this awkward position to unravel. You could do that really sharp and then open up the body. You can make shape in the leg. You could thrust your hips towards it or away if you like, hand on the hip. So many options. Or you could, as the hoop is unraveling, you could almost get that sense of unraveling in your body, which feels amazing. All right, now to move into this guy here. Sometimes these types of moves are quite quick and sharp, so you won't have a lot of freedom with the body, and the form of the body needs to be in the right position for the hoop to work. So that sometimes just might mean coming up high. It might mean turning and coming back. So you can make those moves kind of sharp. Also depends on the music that you're using. The transition is to go with the hoop's momentum. So after a while, instead of break, stop, it will be break and take it all the way. Okay, now notice that I kind of let my knees go there. I let my hips, you could move your head if that feels okay. Then we're going to go into our ghosting isolation, and this is where I like to bring the heart chakra into things. Now, remember that I said that the hoops, that pinkies are magnetized because they love each other so much? Well, bring some heart into it. So really, for me, what that means is that this is where the energy point is. The two pinkies are together, and I want to push my heart, like not this far. I still want to stay centered, but I want to push my heart, follow. My heart is facing the front, as are my symmetrical hand positions, and then push my heart here. Now, my hips also go, and you will notice that this back leg is out. So, back leg, heart, wait. Heart. Now, I know this might bring a little bit of extra intensity or challenge to the move. That right there is growing with the flow. Yes. You can take a move that you absolutely know, and you can expand and grow into it in so many fresh new ways by igniting the movement of your body. So don't think that just because you know the moves, that it's kind of, oh, I know all the same stuff. Do you ever get that? Where I'm like, I'm kind of in a hoop rut. Oh, I just do the same things. Change it up. You have the unique intelligence and freedom to do that. When you come to pinkies together, you might want to step, maybe. You might want to just turn and move the body as if it's one kind of sweeping motion. You might want to stand here for a while. Bring the hoop down and on. So you have full freedom and no one needs to give you permission. Remember that with your dance. All right, do you want to flow it together? One time. All right, ready, back and around. Unfold, hip hop. Bring it to the back. Change to this ghosting isolation. We're together. No, we're not. Bring that tension, bring that energy, and turn it into your very own unique flow session. All right, if you missed any of the other flow sessions in the Grow with Your Flow, grow into your flow, grow your flow, grow with the flow, there is a playlist for you that I am building on and creating on my YouTube channel and maybe over on hooplovers.tv as well. Don't forget that I do monthly hoop dance flow classes and it's a full class. So online, yes, together, hundreds of hoopers all over the planet. We come together every month, 4 times, 4 classes a month, and we do a full class together right here, you and me. I'll see you there. Big hoop love from me to you. Mwah.